I'm the Gentleman Wake, and in this video I'm going to take you through my new Kickstarter campaign, the Successor Playing Cards deck by deck, and give you all the info you need to know and more. Also, stay tuned for a killer Successor giveaway. But before we get lost in the details, I present the Successor Playing Cards trailer.
The king is dead, felled by a sword that pierced through the heart of this country. Bowed heads and solemn tears cannot delay the search for His Majesty's replacement. And no volume or tome with any evidence of his lineage will remain unread. No claim must be declared illegitimate until its veracity and merits are scrutinized and surveyed. The legacy of man and country must abide by the rule of law until a rightful heir is found, plucked, seated in the throne, and crowned by his anointers. Yes, the king is indeed dead, buried in a golden tomb. Yet the hunt for his inheritor will never die. Long live the king. Long live the successor.
Alright, so if you're watching this video on the day it was posted, you need to join us tomorrow, May 24th at 10 a.m. Eastern for a special campaign launch live stream event. Join designer Kevin Cantrell and I as we talk about the deck project and countdown to the project launch. We will also have some amazing giveaways, including a prototype deck, some uncut tucks, and even a Successor sarcophagus prototype lid sculpt. If, on the other hand, you are watching this between noon Eastern on May 24th and 2 p.m. June 24th, 2022, then you should probably pause it and immediately head over to the Successor campaign page to become a backer and secure your rewards. There'll be a link in the description below. Go ahead, I'll wait for you right here. Go on. All right, so you still need a little bit of convincing? Then you should know that this playing cards project is the culmination of an arduous multi-year journey to bring backers the most luxurious playing cards ever created. We've spared no expense or effort to make sure that these decks are not only exceptionally beautiful, but expertly crafted from the absolute highest quality materials. The tuck boxes are printed by Studio Pression in France, and in some cases have up to 5 different printed foil layers with deep sculptural embossing. The cards are printed by Global Cards Giant Cardamundi on their amazing slimline stock with B9 true linen finish, with some decks featuring Pantone metallic inks and others going a little bit further with the inclusion of luminous cold foil printing. We've got 6 editions on offer as of the release of this video. Those include 2 standard editions that frankly are anything but standard, and 4 limited editions of varying features and scarcity / exclusivity. I'm going to take you through them one by one in a moment. We also have what we believe is simply to be the most luxurious box set ever created for a playing cards campaign, the Successor sarcophagus. Weighing 6 pounds or 2.8 kilograms, the Successor sarcophagus holds one of each of the 6 editions on offer, including one that is exclusive to the box set. Of course, as is always the case with Kickstarter campaigns, there may be some additional surprises and additions to the lineup depending on how well the funding goes. The artwork on this offering is of course inspired by the tapestries and stained glass windows of 14th and 15th century Europe. The deck tracks the trials and tribulations of a royal line of succession, from birth to coronation to death and then all over again. Perfect subject matter and themes for a deck, I think you'll agree. Kevin Cantrell, the man behind some spectacular deck designs, including the Citizens, Tavern on the Green, and the upcoming Lord of the Rings deck for Theory 11, and the Standards and Tomstown for Art of Play, has done an absolutely amazing job designing these cards. From tucks to card backs to some simply jaw-dropping aces and fully custom detailed pips. Before we get into the decks, these are prototypes, and although they are very close to the final product, we are always looking to improve the decks in any way that we can, and we of course reserve the right to adjust the decks presented herein, always with the goal of improvement. The standard editions of the Successor include the Regal Red and the Royal Blue. Both decks come packaged in stunning tuck boxes with 5 foil layers and deep sculptural embossing on premium 310 grams per square meter paper in vivid colors to match the decks inside. The cards are a complementing red and blue pair with thin poker borders and eggshell colored paper, perfect for gameplay. The faces and backs of the cards will include Pantone metallic inks designed to give certain tones a gorgeous shimmering feel. The first of the 4 limited editions is the Imperial Black Limited Edition, featuring 5 foil layers and sculptural embossing just like the red and blue before it. The cards within have a couple of notable features that make it stand out from the standard pair, however. For one thing, the Imperial Black deck has brilliant cold foil on the faces and backs. The card backs include edge-to-edge cold foil that make them beautiful in motion. The faces feature both gold and silver cold foil in spots depending on the card, as seen on the Fantastic Jokers, the Anointed, and the Anointer. The next edition on offer is one of my absolute favorites, the Monarch White Limited Edition, which is limited to 2,000 units. This special edition features a centerpiece-worthy antique gold tone metal relief sculpt affixed to an outer sleeve. This sculpture, entitled The Coronation, gives the deck a sense of weight and heft that fits the gravitas of the subject matter. Slide the tuck sleeve off and you will reveal the beautiful white colorway tuck box with 4 foil layers and the same deep sculptural embossing found on the previous editions. The cards inside also get an upgrade with durable and alluring gold gilded edges that pull double duty to bring out the shine in the cold foil on the faces and backs of the cards. The 5th edition on offer is a variation of the Successor that longtime collectors of TGW decks will assuredly recognize as the continuation of a long-standing tradition, the green and gold Dynasty treatment. For those who don't know, Dynasty decks are named after the scientific name of the rhinoceros beetle, the TGW mascot, representing the pinnacle in class and luxury when it comes to the TGW brand, with every campaign having its one Dynasty edition, usually with a variant tuck box. This time, with the Successor Dynasty Rex limited to 777 decks, we took it even further by introducing an entirely new Successor ambigram back design in addition to the unique green, gold, and black hollow foil tuck box. The cards within are gilded in shimmering gold tone and show off the spectacular two-way nature of the Successor ambigram. The cards are all adorned with cold foil as well, just like the other limited editions. The 6th and final variant of the Successor, the Dynasty Prism Limited Edition, is perhaps the most elaborate and most exclusive, limited to only 400 units and only available as part of the Successor Sarcophagus box set. The Prism Edition combines the best features of all the decks that came before it. For one, it includes an outer tuck sleeve with an antique silver-toned variant of the Coronation sculpt. Sliding the outer tuck off reveals a purple foil and hollow foil recoloring of the Dynasty tuck box, and at 400% funding, a stretch goal will add unique prism typography to the tuck box as well. The cards within include prismatic gilding and will feature hollow cold foil on the backs. The prototypes seen here only have silver cold foil on the backs. Finally, we have the crown jewel of the Successor campaign, the aforementioned Successor Sarcophagus, designed to contain one of each of the 6 variant editions in vegan leather lined slots with the necessary space to accommodate decks with tuck sleeve sculptures as well. The sarcophagus was a true labor of love, designed in 2 dimensions by Kevin Cantrell and then realized into 3 dimensions by the insanely talented Simone Rasetti. The sarcophagus lid sculpt, entitled His Majesty in Repose is a true masterwork of design. Cast in zinc alloy and gold tone plated, the lid is magnetically held in place on the box. The box itself includes 4 unique faces, all featuring highly detailed and ornate metal foil inlays underneath a protective and luminous coat of lacquer, which gives the box a piano black finish. The bottom is felted for protection of all surfaces. Okay, so that's the Successor editions on offer. As usual, you may see some additional surprises if things go very, very well. As far as reward tiers, there are many different tiers designed to accommodate all budgets. Why don't you head on over to the Kickstarter campaign page once it goes live. There'll be a link in the description below to take a look at all the different options. Before I go, I just want to extend a huge heartfelt thank you to everyone who's ever watched a Gentleman Wake video or liked a TGW IG post or supported me on Patreon, backed a TGW project, or bought any Gentleman Wake branded decks on TheGentlemanWake.com or otherwise. I literally could not be here without you. So thank you from the very bottom of my heart for making it possible to continue to grow this brand every day. All right. For a chance to win a signed uncut Successor Monarch white tuck box sheet, here's what you have to do. 1, like this video. 2, be a subscriber to this channel. And then in a comment below, express to me which aspect of the Successor is your favorite and why. Thanks again for watching. I'll be back soon with more updates and reviews. Don't forget to become a backer today if you are so inclined. I've been the Gentleman Wake. See you again next time.